This is Kaylee. Let's hear from Kaylee, shall we?
I lived here for 4.5 years. Everyone should know that I'm a trans woman. I've always been known as Kaylee. I've always used she, her pronouns. I've been having some stomach issues, and I'd use the bathroom real quick, and they're single-use bathrooms, and it's the only place that I feel safe using the women's bathroom.
So not only do you have this fine gentleman named Kaylee in the women's bathroom, he got a doo-doo as well. He got a doo-doo, so you're gonna blow it up. You're gonna blow the bathroom up, looking like Hank Hill let himself go.
Well, I got done and got out, and this neighbor was talking to another neighbor and started pointing out the sign. I knew exactly what she was talking about because there's a big old woman sign. And I'm like, is there a problem? She's like, yeah, you're using the woman's restroom. You're a man. And I said, I'm a trans woman. She's like, no, you're a man. And she kept saying that over and over.
So look, people maybe think that the trans person is gonna be looking like Blair White. Oh, Blair White is so, no. What you're gonna have is Mr. Kaylee right here. That will be the man in the bathroom with you. So y'all still want that? To the liberals to say, oh no, ABO, it's no big deal. You're gonna have that guy in there. He gonna say, look, I'm a woman. What you gonna do about it? Yeah, I got that beard, and yeah, I got my twig and berries, but so what? I'm a woman. That's just what it is. So yeah, shout out to Kaylee. I don't think y'all really want Kaylee to be dropping bombs in the bathroom. A lot of y'all probably already done seen this. The context is there's an argument on the subway over somebody's MAGA hat, of course. The lady tries to take the hat toward the end, but it doesn't end too well for her. Hey, you know what? Hey, hold on. Can we go back a little bit? You're trying to chase after the young man. Like, what are you even doing? And you're out here running, and you got to ask yourself, when's the last time that I've ever sprinted? When's the last time I've ever done anything beyond a light jog, ever? And you realize once you're starting to run, I can't really run very well. My balance is not very good. I don't have the endurance. I don't have the balance. I don't weigh what I used to weigh back in the day. So now I'm about to fall on the ground. And this young dude, look at him, high stepping, the posture is right. He's getting it. And what she's getting is a big face full of that New York City subway floor, which is not going to be very good. And then she gets up to run again. And it's like, okay, lady, I know you want to redeem yourself. I understand. But what you should do is take a moment to say, you know what? That wasn't very smart of me to try and run after this young man with this hat. I didn't fail. I didn't bust my head open on the ground. How about I just retreat and say, you know what? He got it. Let me just stop. But yeah, shout out to her. Now, do you want this individual to teach your children anything?
My name is Bridget Bandit, and I'm speaking in opposition to SB 18. I'm a born and raised Texan and full-time drag queen. Previously, I have worked with children throughout my life as a swim instructor, teaching summer art camps, hosting children's birthday parties, and volunteering in my church as a youth group leader.
Do you want this person to teach your kids at all? I don't.
Today, I occasionally host drag queen story times. These kinds of events don't differ much from the kind of work I did before, yet this bill would impact my ability to work with children simply based on a subjective and ill-defined expectation of how I should look.
Well, you know what? I hope that the bill succeeds because you don't need to be around kids at all. I mean, what more of a red flag is there? You got this dude dressed like this around your kids. Obviously, there's a problem. I mean, come on. You couldn't be any more of a red flag if you were a white van with no windows that says free ice cream on the side. You couldn't be any more of a red flag if you were like that. This right here is a human equivalent of a white van, no windows, free ice cream. That's what this is. All right. So you shouldn't really be offended that the parents are like, no, let's not have you around these kids. Okie dokie. Let's not do that.
Does it make you feel special to flip me off? It's okay. It's okay. It makes you special to flip me off because I like President Trump. It's okay. We all love you.
It makes me feel good to flip you off because I get to let go some of my anger about at people who have manipulated and lied to you to make you feel like you have voted for someone who is going to do something for you, when all he is going to do is continue to lie to you. He's going to continue to steal from you, and he is going to continue to make people dumber, less safe, and less healthy. So I feel sad for you. I feel bad for you that you were manipulated by Fox News and people like Tucker Carlson and these Sean Hannity and these holes. So that's why I feel bad for you. So good luck, take care, and fuck you.
It's okay. Love you.
Okay, my man had to get it off his chest. So, you know what? A lot of these liberals are pretty arrogant. They think one man can do all that. One man can make me smart or dumb. One man can take all of what I've earned. One man can do all of that to me. And then maybe, just maybe, it wasn't Fox News. It wasn't Sean Hannity. It wasn't Tucker Carlson. Maybe it was guys like him that turned me the other way. Just maybe. Fox News, in my opinion, is not even relevant to that decision. It's about what's best for me and those around me. So now I'm not brainwashed or convinced by Orange Man to do anything. What I want to do is what I want to do. And I voted for the guy who best aligns with my beliefs. I voted for the guy who best aligns with what I want to do. I'm a full-grown man with my own mind. Maybe he does not have his own mind, but I think all of us do. So yeah, shout out to him. Don't be so offended, bro. Life is too short to be so offended. Here's a young lady, well, not quite young lady. She thought she was king a Tesla, but it was a Rivian. Not even a key in the right kind of car. It's a Rivian, all right? That is not a Tesla. So now you're just gonna key up random electric looking cars. If a car looks kind of fancy, we're gonna key that. It wasn't even a Tesla. It was a poor, innocent Rivian. Here's another one, on camera, of course. Now, this lady actually keyed the Tesla, so I guess congratulations for keying the correct car. Lady, just get in your car and go home. Why even do that? You're watching too much TV. To anyone who has that kind of thought in their mind,
hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna key up any car that looks Tesla-y.
if that's your thought process, what I want you to do is go home, go to bed, and try again the next day to live life as a regular adult without doing these ridiculous criminal activities.
Good morning. Would you pray with me?
Okay. Oh, all right. Wait. This person's name is Rock Bottom. Like Rocky Maivia, The Rock Bottom. Are we doing wrestling moves? Anyway, Rock Bottom, he, they pronouns. I'm seeing one person. Where is the other one? Why are you using plural pronouns to describe one person?
Come, Holy Spirit, into the hearts of all of your beloved children, and kindle within us the fire of your unending and relentless love. May all of my words and our hearts together honor you today, O God, our rock and our redeemer. Amen.
Okie dokie. I mean, I don't need to play no more, but yeah, you get the idea of what's happening here. This is a bishop, pastor, or something like that in the church. And in the book, we could just end this discussion right now. In the book, it says that women shall not be preachers. In the book, it literally says that women shall not be preachers. Don't say I'm being sexist. Don't say I'm being racist. Don't say I'm being they, them-ist, he-ist, drawn on beard-ist. It says it in the book. So we could just stop it right there. And you know what? When you don't follow what it says in the book, this is the result of not following what it says in the book. Read the book and follow it, and you won't have things like this. To me, it's kind of simple.
ABL, what about mixed fabrics?
Shut up. You know exactly what I mean. Let's not do it. Anyway.
During the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know
bless.
That.
You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering on
position
this
to
question.
dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly
this.
what I'm not
You're
dictating.
in no position to dictate what we're going to feel.
Or
You're not
Mr.
in a
Brown,
good position.
I
You
was
don't have
in
the cards right now. With us, you start having
not
cards.
playing
But
cards.
right now, you
I'm
don't.
very
Yeah, you're
serious.
playing.
I'm not playing cards. Bro, come on, man. Like, why we gotta play like you don't know English? Like, I don't like that either. I don't like the, me no pique no English. I don't like that, man. You know exactly what he meant. You're not in a position to be able to talk like that. You're in the position of a beggar. Can I please have some money? You're in that position. You should just be quiet, and whatever we're saying, you gotta accept it or go the other direction. We have sent them 350 billion US American cold hard cash dollars so far. We got to try something, because what you're doing right now is not going to ever work. You just want more money, more money, more money. It's a bottomless pit. This is what some of y'all do on these airlines. All right, look, we got drinks all over the place. We got lemons on the ground, crumbs. We got all kind of just random trash in the back, a little bit of everything. Y'all eating y'all food. Y'all just throw stuff on the ground. You got crumbs everywhere, wiping it off. And the crazy part is, when y'all fly, they come through the aisle multiple times with a bag for trash. Now for me, when I go Delta and I get my Biscoff cookies and my little ginger ale, after I'm done, I put the cookies container, the bag, in the actual cup where I had my ginger ale. And when they come by, I just throw it right there and I'm done. Y'all please clean up after yourself.
If I ever see a MAGA person in a Mexican restaurant, I will literally start a revolution right there. Because you cannot tell me that you voted for people who, whether they are citizens or not, to get deported out of this country to Mexico, and also voted for tariffs against Mexico, where we get a large majority of our produce. You can't enjoy Mexican restaurants if you voted that way. You do not get to enjoy Mexican food, Mexican culture, anything related to Mexico if you voted for Donald Trump. I think Mexico should be able to pull and see, how did you vote? And if you voted for Donald Trump, you are not allowed in their country, because you do not get to benefit off of Mexican culture and Mexican experiences, including Mexican travel and vacations, when you voted for Donald Trump.
It looks like she's been enjoying quite a bit of Mexican restaurant food. I'm so sorry, but I had to say it. I had to say it. Listen, I'm gonna go to Mexican restaurants. Give me a good, authentic Mexican restaurant. I'm in there like swimwear. I am in there like swimwear. I'm gonna need all the fajitas. I'm gonna need all the avocados. I'm gonna need all the churros. I'm gonna need all of that. The refried beans. I'm gonna need everything. The nachos. Give me the whole enchilada, pun intended. How many genders are there? This should be a simple question. Many years ago, this was the easy question. Spoiler alert, it's 2. But how many do you think they think there are?
How many genders are there?
I feel like there's 2, because like transgenders.
Stop. Don't say that on camera.
Yeah, but I feel like you either switch from a boy to a girl.
No,
like
stop,
you can
stop,
switch
stop,
back and forth.
Stop. I feel like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to be, it's fine. It's okay.
Yeah, but I feel like they switch back and forth. Like, I know.
Yeah, but like, it doesn't really matter. Like, there's like, you can be anything you want to be. It doesn't matter.
So clearly what's going on is they're a little bit scared of the LGBTQ LMNOP mafia, or at least one of them is. One of the young ladies is telling the truth. Like, they keep just switching, doing whatever they want to do. The other young lady is like, look, shh. Hey now, don't say too much now, because we about to get in trouble. They about to come after us. We about to get canceled. They about to find where we work. We about to lose our jobs. We're going to be totally just pariahs of society. However, the truth was being spoken before the interruption happened. It's 2 genders. It's real simple. I don't know where we got lost in society to where it's taboo to state an obvious thing. This is Stephen Horsford, okay, from North Las Vegas, if I'm not mistaken. He's mad about the tax cut. And he's gonna tell you just how upset he is at these tax cuts.
Speaker is rushing to the floor to pass a budget reconciliation to screw America by passing the biggest tax cut in history on the backs of the American people. WTF!
WTF, is that what we're gonna say? Bro.
Gee golly willikers, Jesus Christ. Oh my heavens. Balderdash.
Bro, WTF, is that what we say when we're upset? Is that what we say when we're kind of flabbergasted? You're gonna pronounce the actual acronym, the letters in the acronym, we're gonna just pronounce that? That's what we're gonna do? Okay. Democratic Party. Y'all gotta find some actual men to put in here. These dweebs ain't gonna cut it, man. Salt Lake City makes LGBTQ LMNOP XYZ flags official cities flags in order to evade Utah's flag banning at government buildings.
I want each and every resident to look up at any flag that flies at City Hall and be reminded that their community values belonging and acceptance.
Boy, man, I'm telling you, my blood is boiling. Hey, you gotta fly these flags because they're city flags. And I hate these people for this. You have the LGBT flag, right? And I guess they put a little flower on each flag to be a city flag, but you got the LGBTQ flag with the black and the brown stripes, which I hate because what's that got to do with us as black people and other non-whites? What's that got to do with us? Right next to it is a Juneteenth flag. What's that got to do with transgenders, which is the next flag, and gay people? What does the liberation of slaves got to do with transgender people? Can somebody break that down for me? That Juneteenth flag right there, that's got to be a slap in the face. Hey, black folks, you like that? You like the flag of your liberation right next to a tranny flag? It means the same thing to them. the coloreds, and the gays are the same in their mind. So how you feel about that, huh?
I'm too fat to safely ride in a Waymo, and you might be too. My wife and I took our first spin in the self-driving rideshare service. I had concerns, but was cautiously optimistic about the experience. I buckled my seatbelt, and bam, the seatbelt clicked and immediately locked. And before you think I'm the problem or just too damn fat for this car, the seatbelt locked on my smaller wife too. Fat people deserve a safe, comfortable ride just like anyone else.
Now, first of all, why are they always LGBT? Why is that always a thing? You 1,000 pounds already. This is like my 600-pound life right here. You already got a bit back. Then you want to be LGBT on top of that? Maybe instead of the Waymo driverless sedan, you should have got a driverless Sprinter van, a driverless school bus, a driverless F-350, a dually. I put you in the back of the bed, put a strap on you, a harness, hook you up, right in the back of the bed you go. Don't worry about it. I got you.
They about to garnish our wages. Y'all, I've been ignoring student loans since I've been in school. They're doing this in a couple of weeks, y'all. 15%, whether you have it or not, as of May 5th. If y'all know how much I owe in student loan, y'all would think I went to school to be a lawyer. And it's a degree that wasn't even providing me a decent lifestyle. I was just living off vibes.
So you were living off vibes. You were living off vibes while you were in school. You were ignoring the student loans while you were in school, just racking up debt. You don't know how much it is. When I was in school, I kept a count of how much money I owed because I'm like, I got to pay this back after I'm done. So I'm not going to just rack up this big debt. Why would I do that to myself? It don't make no sense. You cannot escape student loan debt. It's the same thing as child support. That's why I said they're not going to cancel it. Why? Because it's government debts. They can extract that debt from you in a variety of creative ways. They can go in your bank and take money out. They can answer your tax returns. They can garnish your wages. I've been saying the same thing for years, and they're just not getting the message because their parents, their teachers are not telling them this.
Drill, baby, drill, huh? Whatever happened to lowering those gas prices, Donald? We need some answers out here in California. Sheesh.
Bro, you're paying $7.79 for regular in California. I would never. $7.79. That's because you live in California and California sucks. And I've been saying that for years now. California sucks. I pay like $2.50 for regular. $2.50. And y'all gotta pay high state income tax. Listen, where I live, I'm paying $2.50 for regular and no state income tax. You gotta pay state income tax in California, plus your gas is unaffordable, your housing is unaffordable, you got drugs everywhere. California sucks. So you talking about Donald? Nah, you need to be talking to Gavin Newsom. Hey Gavin, why do we get charged so much money? That's your man right there. Talk to him. Look at this. This is UK. I don't know where this is specifically in UK. If it's a neighborhood in London, some kind of random place that's known to be kind of rough. So we got a lot going on. First of all, we got all kind of garbage on the ground. I'm not sure what kind of animal that is. I hope it's a chicken or something basic, right? I hope it's a chicken or something basic, but it looks to be a little bit more complex. Like it's got a few more limbs and stuff like this in the regular chicken. I don't know exactly what that is, but I'm gonna just go out on the limb and say it might not be the best thing to eat. Probably neighborhood pets that got put on the spit. They're eating the dogs.
They're eating the pets.
They're eating the cats. They sure are, right there on the street with regular office furniture and stuff like that outside chilling.
Hi everyone, I just want to give an update. Today's my first day in uniform and it feels very gender affirming. I am so happy to just be able to be myself while in uniform, and I just wanted to give y'all that update.
A lot of these men, LGBTQ, LMNOP, X, Y, and Z men, join the military for the free sex change. That's the whole purpose. And when they get the sex change, they become unusable. They become useless because they have to heal from the surgery. It's like getting a BBL, and that's a very invasive procedure. You pretty much can't do anything for a very long time. You're a definite health risk. You can't fight if you need to. So what's the point of having you join the military if you're gonna be like that? Now, this guy is leaving the country because he got booted from the military.
I've tried to make this video so many times and I'm just stumbling because I don't know. So I'm just gonna spit it out. After I get put out the military, like I need help moving like out of the country. There's nowhere on earth I want to go more than like to move to France. Like, that's all I want.
Hey, of course you're going to go to France. Where else other than France? France is the Meg of Europe. So yeah, go over there with Macron and them. Yeah, that'd be a great destination. Holla at Macron and see what you can do as far as living there permanently. That's what I would say. Somebody said go to Saudi Arabia. Yeah, I don't think you want to do that. I don't think you're going to go Middle East.
Oh shit, it's real out here. 2 girls, 1 guy. Let's see. I be wanting to help, but
nah.
2 girls, 1 guy. 2 girls, 1 guy. 2 girls, 1 guy.
So now we got the male reinforcements to come in and drag them on down. Okay. And this guy wasn't even that big. He's kind of a skinny guy. Really, the women weren't that much smaller than him, but the strength is just not going to be the same. A lot of you guys would say,
oh, no, it's fine, DPO. Let women be cops.
But should they really be cops? I don't know. Because if 2 of y'all are struggling this bad with 1 person, I don't see how it makes sense to have an entire force of women like this. I know we got some strong bull daggers that will throw you over a bridge. Okay, I get it. But the average woman is not going to be on the same page with men in terms of strength.
Okay, so if you're going to the No Kings protest, here's what you're going to do. If you have tattoos of any kind, you're going to cover those up. You are going to wear dark, neutral clothing with no logos, nothing identifiable. You want to be as generic looking as possible. If you are not black, you are going to go onto this app or onto YouTube or something and look at the ways that black moms have taught their children to remain safe while in the presence of cops.
Hilarious. It's like, hey, you know, the blacks, they know about police, so yeah, watch the black moms. They tell you how to be safe in the presence of cops. There was a lot there about how to disguise yourself if you go to a protest. But my question is, how will this young lady disguise herself? I mean, must I state the obvious? Listen, if Shaq hides behind the tree, are you not going to be able to see him? It's like, Shaq, you're 8 foot tall and 400 pounds. I can see you, sir. There's no amount of disguise that can hide you. Young lady, you looking like Willy Wonka, Chocolate Factory. It don't matter what you wear, I'm gonna be able to see you. You're not gonna be able to be hidden. You know what? The best way to avoid being spotted at the protest, stay home, don't go. That'd be the best way.
Could you read this, or would it take you a long time?
It's impossible. I just see his words everywhere.
Alicia graduated from the Hartford Public School System last year, but she says today she is illiterate. She still doesn't know how to read or write.
Here's a question. How do you graduate from Hartford, Connecticut High School without the ability to read and you're in college? What are you doing in college and you can't read? I don't understand. You need to be trying to figure out how to read. College is not for everybody. It's not for everybody. College will help many people, but if you can't read, why are you there? What are we going to do in the future if we can't read right now at age 19 and you're in college? What are we going to do in the future? You should have been in the program when you were like 13, 14, that'll get you some life skills and the ability to read so you could join the workforce and be productive. That's what I would say.
Let's say there's a black kid right now. Would you rather have that black kid have a role model be Kendrick Lamar or Clarence Thomas?
Kendrick, obviously.
Not the black American on the United States Supreme Court.
No, he's trying to ban interracial marriage. He's trying to like do all.
Wow. No, he's in an interracial marriage.
I mean, that right there, Kendrick Lamar. Hey, one thing about the white liberals, they love them at Kendrick Lamar. Oh, they love him. That's their man. But listen, trying to ban interracial marriage, where'd you even get that from? You just made that up right now. He's literally married to a white lady and been married to her since the beginning of time. He's been married since 1987. You're talking about almost 40 years. Right around the time of Michael Jackson being at his peak of popularity, he's been married to the same person. Like, where'd you even get that from? I don't really get it.
And y'all need to stop calling people lazy because they don't want to get a job. People are just tired of being slaves. When I go on Indeed, you know what I see? Plantations. Ain't nobody finna be doing all that work for that little bit of money they be trying to give people. And it does not take a full hour to make $20.
An hour to make $20? I mean, listen, when I started my first job, I made $6.25 an hour. And that same job, when I ended it after 5 years, when I was in high school, college, I made $8 an hour. $20? That's a lot of money if I'm getting into work, depending upon where I live, depending upon what I got going on. And if I think that's not enough money, then I got to improve my skills. When I was working for $6.50 an hour, I never one time thought I gotta try to fight for 15. I gotta make them give me $30 an hour. I knew that I was doing the thing that would not give me a high amount of money. I knew that I was doing the thing that was not gonna be a career. It's a job for high school, college kids at best. So I gotta improve my skills to make more money. And I gotta do that consistently to keep leveling my lifestyle up. You gotta figure out a way to get better skills if you wanna get more money. And if you don't wanna improve your skills, then how are you gonna get more money?
What do I do for work? I don't. I'm professionally disabled. And his job is
taking care of the professionally disabled.
He gets paid for taking care of me instead of doing it for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because let's be for real, sometimes taking care of you is a full-time job.
Okie dokie. Now, I'm not going to assume nobody's gender. I don't know what's going on here, but my tax dollars going toward this, I'm not quite sure that I want it. We're talking about a caretaker. I'm thinking about someone that's really disabled, that can't really do too much. Elderly person or something like this, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about someone just getting a check to pretty much live with their partner. You know, I didn't think about that being the case, but that's another way that they kind of game the system. And again, I'm not going to assume nobody's gender. I don't know what's going on here. This could be two women. It could be two men. It could be male, female. I don't know nothing about nothing no more. Road rage. I think this guy's beyond road rage.
What's my crime?
I need you to step out of the vehicle, sir.
What's my crime?
Sir, I'm
What's my crime?
I'm
What's my crime?
I'm Officer
What's my crime?
Stanley. I need you to...
What's my crime? What's my crime? Bro, this kind of guy is just a lunatic.
Sir, you are now resisting a law enforcement officer.
I'm not broken a law.
Is there anything I can say that would get you to get out of this car?
What is my crime?
Man, look, if I was a cop, I would have already busted the window. Like, all this going back and forth, all this squabbling, anybody got time for that, man? Get out the car right now, or we're gonna bust you out. Now they gotta drag you out, they're busting your window. You gotta call Safe Light, you gotta call bail bondsman. For what? If you would have just complied, you probably would be okay. But again, a guy like that is crazy anyway. So if you are the kind of person to be on the side of the road squabbling with the cops, I think you're the exact same way. This woman says that she gets paid to have kids on Medicaid, okay?
I get paid to have kids. Let me tell you why. I don't pay for my daughters or toddlers wipes or diapers any month. Nothing out of pocket. I pretty much get paid to have babies. So if you have Medicaid, this video is for you. This is the first thing you're gonna look for when you walk into CVS. See this blue tag right here? Health plan benefit approved item. Air thermometer, eligible.
Thermometer?
Over the counter. Infants Tylenol, over the counter benefit qualifies. Okay, there you go.
So to be clear, the blue tag means it's free for her. So that's Medicaid for you in action. And this is kind of what I was talking about, because remember, there was a plan from Trump to give new moms $5,000 when they have a baby. But I'm like, okay, who will be attracted by that? Women like her who are just going to keep getting paid, keep on getting all these monies to have these kids. Are you going to have the best mother? Where is the dad at? You see what I'm saying? You're going to attract that kind of person. You don't want to attract Pookie breeders. Can I say that without being offensive? It's the truth.
I'm in Japan right now, and I finally got my hands on the English exam that everybody here studies for. And it turns out it's so much worse than I thought. Although Caleb was excited to receive his promotion, he felt the either twinge, sprig, mandate, or bastion of sadness. The only word I know here is mandate.
Okay, I gotta just get it together. I'm almost speechless. This gentleman, I suppose, the hair is a little funny. If you're a male, I'm sorry. But here's the sentence again. Although Caleb was excited to receive his promotion, he felt a blank of sadness. He was being transferred to another city, so he had to say goodbye to all his coworkers. The options are twinge, sprig, mandate, and bastion. He says he only knows what the word mandate means out of the three. The answer is twinge.
The coach made sure to blank the strengths of each player. She wanted to build their confidence before the next game. So the options are extol, forestall, eschew, and abhor. I've never heard any of these words in my life.
Oh my God.
Am I stupid?
I don't know, man. Like, are you like a college graduate? All I have is an associate's degree in graphic design. I'm not even really no big brainiac like that. I know how to read though, because you got to know how to read. If you don't know how to read, you're pretty much doomed.
I want to know where all the cholos are at in Los Angeles. 18th Street, Florencia. Where's the leadership at? Because you guys are all about territory, and this is 18th Street, and this is Florencia. You guys tag everything up, claiming hood. And now that your hood's being invaded by the biggest gang there is, there ain't a peep out of you.
Alrighty though. Okay, again, the vice mayor of Cudahy, California is saying,
Hey, vatos, you guys are not here, eh? Come on, because your people are being harmed by ICE, eh? Come on right now, you gotta come to your block. You guys wanna be hood? Come on, come back to your hood and show up for these guys. The biggest gang there is.
Like, all right, man. Like, what is this? Like, American meat? But look, check it out. What you shouldn't be doing is advocating for these criminals to engage in more criminality. If people are here illegally, then it is what it is. Your cholo, whatever you call them, homies, they need to get locked up too. Criminals terrorizing people, especially black people in LA. I'm not trying to hear nothing about no criminals. Why would I want to put them on the pedestal for any kind of reason at all? And they come up for your people, homie. They come up for your people. Come on, you guys want to claim hood? Come on, cholos. All right, so yeah, shout out to her.
So my Caribbean cousin, allegedly, ICE is on the move in Brooklyn. Those of us, Caribbean, who do not have proper documentation and living in Brooklyn, stay away from Flatbush and Church.
All right, there we go. So you got the Caribbean lady. Calm it now. I couldn't resist. But yeah, she's saying, yo, check it out. ICE, they on the move in Brooklyn. They're looking for you too. It don't matter if you black, white, Puerto Rican, Canadian stripe, green space, alien, whatever. You here illegally. All right, well look, you might get caught up.
How far in me going?
Now you a foreign now. Ain't no more foreign. You better go back to over there, okay? And now I got no foreign no more.
I can't go to your event, 'cause it isn't COVID conscious. And I cannot pay my rent, 'cause so few jobs are COVID conscious.
All right, there we go. So shout out to her. Hey, that right there might get you a Grammy in 2025. But check it out though. COVID conscious. I think the majority of us in the US of A are over this whole COVID thing. What is COVID-19? The flu, a head cold, you might get the sniffles for a minute, or it could be severe, like the regular flu. The flu is common, people get it, it's not really a big deal. Although some may not survive the flu, that does not mean that you gotta just walk around with the big crazy contraption on your face everywhere you go because you're scared of the flu. But yeah, shout out to her. I appreciate the song, for sure. I really do.
Trump has cut my food stamps from $2,800 down to $350. I literally just got this piece of mail today saying that due to new policy changes from the Trump administration, all these cuts and whatever he's doing over there, now they're telling me I have to go work. Now I have to go do all this. Well, I literally got 5 kids. I'm trying to sit here and spend time with them. I'm not trying to go work, 50, 60 hours a week so I can pay bills.
When I saw that, I was like, this dude's gotta be trolling, just trying to get some attention. It's not really a real video, but I found a follow-up video.
My previous video of me trying to expose all this corruption going on in the Trump administration, I got nothing but a bunch of hate for it. But at the end of the day, none of you guys know my situation, and most of you probably don't got 5 kids, and I've got 1 on the way. That's the issue. And if I need some help from the government, then what's the issue of me getting some help?
See, when people say that Americans don't want to work, that's not totally true, but it is somewhat true for guys like this. You got this big truck in the background, a dually, for what? You don't have no job. What are you doing in a dually? When I see a dually, I'm thinking about guys that actually work. You don't want to work. You got 6 kids, bro. I would be ashamed of myself as a man for sitting in the house doing nothing while I got 6 kids. And do you have a wife or you got baby mamas?
We're gay, but we're in Barnes & Nobles and there's a kids book section, a gay kids book section, and this shit is crazy. Look at this. Okay, there's the gay VCs, right? Bye-bye binary. Bye-bye binary with a mohawk on a baby. Gay BCs, you're not ready. A is for arrow and ace. B is for bi. This is crazy. We're gay, but this is crazy.
C is for coming out. D is for drag.
Okay, E is for equality. We'll take that. The F is for family. Okay, we're getting better. Okay, why did it start so crazy? It got better.
Not really, because G was for gay and I is for intersex. So it really didn't get better. And look, these are children's books in Barnes & Noble. Let me just say this. If you want to be gay as an adult, that's totally fine. Do whatever you want to do. But why must you push this on the children? All we ask is leave the kids alone. Why is that so hard to do? Are they recruiting because they cannot reproduce? What's going on? Y'all adults, y'all do what you want to do. Knock yourself out. But leave the kids alone. Check this out. This is going to be Coney Island, New York City. Now look, let's pause for a minute. There's so much going on. Glass bottles on the beach. They're out there with bare feet. No way. No way. You're gonna have all kind of stuff just right up under the sand surface that you don't want to have on your body at all. Like, what is this right here? Is that toilet paper? You have a big trash bag, not even an actual trash can, a trash bag that's overflowing with trash right around it, right on the beach, right at the point where you can tell that waves will break right there, which means the trash right there also winds up in the water. So if you want to get in the water, you want to go swim, you want to do anything, you're gonna have all that contaminant all on your body. That's why I tell y'all I don't get in the water at the beach. I wouldn't even go here, period, at all. I wouldn't even go there. If I go down to this beach, put me in a hazmat suit, a full hazmat with rubber boots that's like 15 inches high, okay? Because this right here, I can't do nothing with. Give me a clean beach. That right there is crazy. Now, this guy claims to be a DACA recipient as he's being arrested by ICE.
Are you here illegally?
I am not here illegally. I am under DACA.
What has prevented you from getting your legal status in that 20
I'm
years?
currently working within my legal status. My legal status, I have updated my application and I'm waiting for my legal status to change.
Have you committed any crimes?
I have some cases pending.
I got some cases pending. Huh? Some cases? What are we doing here, sir? See, that's what I'm talking about. Your paperwork ain't right. You're not a citizen and you committing crime. Bro, I don't know where you came from. You can go right back there if you're going to be over here being a criminal.
I'm not fighting. You guys are chaining me like I'm a dog and I've done nothing.
I've done nothing. What do you mean? You got cases pending, sir. Man, look, Americans are tired. Americans, you know, all this fatigue. I got this fatigue, that fatigue. Okay, I got a fatigue for you right now. Illegal alien criminal fatigue. How about that? Illegal alien criminal fatigue. Criminal fatigue, period. But definitely illegal alien criminal fatigue. And that's you.
Yes, I have 7 kids. And I am currently pregnant right now with my 8th child. 7 baby daddies and another one. I got 8 baby daddies.
So 8 kids with 8 baby daddies. Y'all can sit there and say that she's trolling, but I see this person every day.
Yes, we're getting 3K in food stamps. Yes, we are killing it, honey. No, I'm not ashamed. I've been a mom since age 14. I got pregnant at age 14 with my first child. I've been doing this by myself and getting help.
By yourself?
From the government. Why not get help from the government? I'm a single parent. I'm a single mother out here raising these kids by myself. So yes, all of them on child support. So I'm getting all those child support checks and I'm getting my 3K in food stamps.
See, what happens when you have different dads, that's the game, having more than one baby daddy. I've seen that before. Look, if I could just be the king and just rule and just do whatever I wanted, it won't be no food stamps. It'll be you get a box of food and that'll be it. And if you can't survive off of that, then oh well.
Grocery day.
You already know what's going on.
EBT.
It don't matter. And
Right.
who all got anything negative to say, you will be blocked.
That's what we got so far.
Okay, we got some chili beans. What is that? Bulldog? What is that pink thing right there at the top? Do y'all know what that is? We got Vienna sausages in a bag. Look, I done seen some stuff, right? But I've never seen a bag of Vienna sausages. That's something different. Velveeta, ugh. Hey, listen, if you got a question.
Hey, ABL, what's your kryptonite?
Velveeta. I can't be around that, man. If I smell it, I'm gonna immediately vomit. Look at this cart. We got bread, we got marshmallows, we got Eggo waffles. What is that right there? What is that, the light stuff? We got oodles and noodles, Pop-Tarts, Sprite, pancakes, and sausages, and a box.
All the things we wanted and we needed.
A box of macaroni and cheese. Are you gonna put the Velveeta on the box macaroni? Oh my God, no.
So when we started, we had 1 buggy. Now we got 3 buggies.
It says right there, EBT food purchase. You see right there? It says EBT food purchase. So they're not lying. I gotta breathe a little bit, man, because I'm really getting infuriated right now. I gotta. Okay, I'm all right. I'm good. What are you gonna do if you're on the airplane and this guy starts acting up?
Going to bomb the plane. Let's to America. Let's to Trump. Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. Oh my God. Sit down. Don't move.
Look. Y'all know me. I'm a man of peace. I want peace. I don't want no problems. But if I'm on the airplane and you doing that in the aisle, you going straight to bed. That's going to be me punching you right in your jaw and knocking you clean on smooth out. Because I don't got time for you to try to plug no bomb, to light your shoe on fire, to try and brush the cockpit. Cause now when I hear when I hear that, I'm like, prepare to die. My heart would have jumped out of my chest. If you're just on the street corner saying that, okay, whatever. On the airplane, bro, I like my life, so you're not gonna do that to me right now. You're gonna get stomped into wine.
Don't fucking push me. You're taking him before I can take a phone number from him?
You need to stop.
You need to stop kidnapping people off the street.
100%.
You just dragged him away when I'm trying to call his family for him.
We're making an arrest. You need to stay.
Show me your arrest warrant then. Show me your arrest warrant.
I don't need to show you anything.
Yeah, because you're a liar.
You're not an interested party. You have no right to see that.
Stop! You guys are kidnapping people off the street. Hell out. Go find a job that you can feel good about.
No kidding.
If you're proud of your job, take your mask off.
Seriously.
Disgusting.
Hey man, the ad-libs are killing me. Seriously, for real, 100%, unbelievable, un-effing believable. Man, it's like a parody of white women. It's like I'm watching white chicks with real white women. It's like, what are y'all doing? Get out the way, man. You got the guys trying to do their job. You talking about, get a job you feel good about. Well, you know what? If I did that job, I'd feel great about it. So I think he feels great too. And guess what? Half of the country feels great that he's doing his job because we voted for that. All the swing states, everybody say, you know what? The open borders policy, it damaged us. We didn't like the results. So we're gonna go another direction. That's what happened.
Oh my God. What you do with that?
Yeah,
What you doing with that, bro?
I got it.
You gonna eat it?
Yeah.
You catch it outside?
Yeah, it's important now.
Hold on. Let me see. Let me see it. Is it alive or dead?
Broken down. Yeah.
You gonna eat it?
Eat here?
Yeah?
Eat here.
You gonna eat it, yeah?
No.
Now you can see on video what's happening with these animals because some of the migrants do that in their home country. Remember the case in Springfield, Ohio with the Haitians?
They're eating the dogs.
They're eating the cats. Remember that? You could do that over there because you're starving in third world country Haiti. Okay, if you're very poor in Haiti, you have $0 and no way to eat at all because it ain't no government benefit. It ain't none of that. And you have animals you can eat. Cats, rats, bats, not bats. Shout out to Wuhan. But you understand what I'm saying? You're going to eat these animals because what else are you going to eat? So I get it, but you can't do that over here. If I go to your country, y'all just catch random geese on the road and slice that up. That's fine. It's totally fine. To us, it's ridiculous because that's not our culture, which is my point. Hey, when you come to America, you got to learn our culture.
Getting no job. If you go get a job, they're going to take my Section 8. Then you won't be able to get no Section 8. You're not working. No. So I don't care what you got to say. I don't care how you feel. You're not working. You're not going to get a job. You're not going to school. You're not doing none of that shit.
But Ma, I'm saying how I'm supposed to be successful in life, Ma. So you basically telling me I gotta be broke?
You gotta be
so
broke so the government can help you.
So the government can help me. So you telling me I can't work no job, bro?
You don't have to sit up and work. You don't have to work no job. The government is here to help us.
Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. The government incentivizes people to just not work, to be lazy, to sit in the bed at 2 p.m. doing nothing. That's what it does. And they say, okay, you Americans don't want to work. Well, you guys got to stop incentivizing it. If you're able-bodied like she is, and you just pretty much chilling, you should not be able to be on these programs. You got to get off of it. You got to go work. Even if it's like a menial job, not a lot of money, you still can do it. The migrants do it. The migrants don't got no problem somehow. Why can't we do it? And if you poor, you can't afford to have certain things, well, look, become more educated. Your kids need to be better than you are. He's like, look, I'm not trying to be a loser like you. I'm trying to go out here and get this money. So what needs to happen is he move away from her and just do his own thing. Because if you stay there listening to that, you're going to be a loser forever. And you're going to be in the bed like her at 2 p.m. doing nothing. So yeah, nah. Let's check in on how the left are doing.
So, you just finished the Smash Room. How was it?
It was everything I could have ever dreamed and hoped for.
What were you thinking about when you were smashing? What did you smash?
The patriarchy.
You, Trump! You!
That's where I'm at.
How'd that feel?
Well, it feels good. I mean, I just, woo.
Okay, now first of all, sorry for the cussing. Second of all, I think that's just him venting his TDS. It's kind of like Tourette's. You know, you got a pair, it just says random things. Tourette's is like that in humans, and then TDS, it gives you a form of Tourette's. And once you just let it out, like
peanut butter.
Afterward, you feel great. It's like, man, I feel so relieved. Applesauce, all right, I feel much better. That's kind of how they are.
I will not hire a Republican. I will not do business with a place that employs Republicans. I will not allow a Republican in my home. These folks will sell a child to a predator for $1. They have literally said that they don't believe in reality, they believe in alternative facts. These are people who don't believe in science or medicine. They will let chicken sit at room temperature for weeks because they don't believe that diseases exist.
Okay, there's a lot going on. First of all, I'm not quite sure if you are going to be someone to tell us about health because I'm seeing some things happening. Hopefully everything's okay with you. But alternative facts, leave a chicken out for weeks. I mean, who does that? And it's the conservatives who were trying to tell y'all about that vaccine that a lot of y'all went out there and got. Now you got myocarditis, pericarditis, etc. We told y'all about that and you said that we were the bad guys. We tried to tell y'all about a lot of things health-wise that would help you. You refuse to listen and now you have worse health as a result. But we're anti-science, we're anti-health. Make it make sense. You're talking about child predators, selling children, the southern border, the Biden border rush, all the illegal aliens coming into the country. Do you know how many children were trafficked as a result of the border being wide open? We say close the border, stop child trafficking. Y'all get mad. What I'm hearing right here from this young lady is a bunch of projection, which is very typical of the left.
So I just had a boomer come to me and say that I needed to take more control of the finances and my situation in my life. Okay, number one, do you know what the housing market is? B, do you know that the auto loan industry is using the same principles that caused the crash in 08? But I countered with this and now they blocked me. How many of your friends, your coworkers, and your relatives who are over the age of 65 who are now retired are now, instead of moving to a retirement facility or a retirement community, they are now doing a 10-year forever cruise because it is way cheaper. You screwed up the entire world. Now you can't even live with it.
Okay, there's a lot there. First of all, young man, I can tell you're not doing a lot with your life. And that right there is a problem because there's work to be done. I know guys that have been to the penitentiary for a long time that's getting a lot of money. I'm talking about guys that got tree removal services, guys cutting grass, guys doing HVAC, guys plumbing. There are guys getting money out here in the world. The question is, what are you doing? What are you going to do with yourself? Do you have a job at all? Like, what's going on? You gotta just tighten up. Don't make no excuses because guess what? As long as humans have been alive, there's always been some issues going on. All you can do is do what you can do. If you do nothing, then it's your fault that you have your situation.
The reason why I ain't got a job, because I ain't never had a job, and I don't know what it feel like to work. So how would I be able to cope with working if I ain't never had a job? How would I be able to work if I ain't never had a job? Like, I don't know how to work. I ain't never had a job in my life. So how would I work? I ain't never worked for minimum wage, so how would I work?
Okay, there's a lot there. If you don't work, never had a job, better figure something out real quick, because this system you're trying to rely upon, take advantage of, and manipulate is not going to be there for you. If you're in a house right now and you are a Section 8 tenant, hey, you got 2 years to figure it out. I don't know what you're going to do. You can sell hot dogs for a living. You could work at TSA, but you can't just permanently live as an able-bodied adult and just lay around and do nothing. It don't matter if you black, white, Puerto Rican, candy stripe. It doesn't matter. You got to get off of your hind parts and go to work. Do something in this world.
So, Dr. Trump, that's right, Dr. Orange Orangutan doesn't want people to take Tylenol. He says Tylenol is dangerous. Most of us have been taking Tylenol forever, and it has never, never, never affected us in any way, shape, or form. All it did is make our heads feel better. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Safe. So to prove that it's safe,
bro.
Oh God, that tastes terrible if you chew them up.
Bro, I hope you're just playing and that was some candy or something you just swapped out with the pills. If you took Tylenol like that, you just guzzling them in your mouth, man, you about to die, bro. Hey man, call the cops, call the ambulance, and get you on the gurney immediately. I hope for his sake that he was just playing and that was some Tic Tacs or something that he swapped out for the pills, because bro, you gonna die immediately.
I cannot exist as my true self right now.
That's not your true self, that's why.
This, you don't think this is my true self? What the is your true self? You ignorant piece of is your true self? Being a little who's shorter and feels insecure about how they are? What? Oh, you don't like coming into people's spaces and getting them uncomfortable for being their true selves? You don't like when people do that to you? Then Lord, and do that somewhere else and stop coming here, you piece of
Alright, man, I love you.
I'm not a man!
Okay, there was a lot there. So this big lumberjack looking character dressed like Sailor Moon who let herself go is upset because the guy has a sign that says Jesus loves you at a pride event. That's all that this freak out was about. It's like, bro, you gonna be all right, man. Like, it's not that deep. This kind of freak out, crash out we see all the time. Remember the original one? It's ma'am.
It is ma'am.
We've seen this over and over again. Okay, you got guys doing street interviews, asking questions, and there's always some Chris Farley looking dude. There's always some, 350-pound, undesirable loser white male dressed like he's a 12-year-old girl acting a whole fool. The overreaction to Jesus loves you is because, again, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. And really, the freak out wasn't even needed because you could just tell something ain't right by the way he's dressed.
Fascist. Fucking. I don't give a fuck who you are. The fact that you feel this way makes you completely fucking moral, intolerant of anybody. I don't care if you have a fucking master's degree. I don't care if you feel like you're tall and proud. Go fuck yourselves. This is absolutely fucking disgusting. I can't believe you. And you can take your fucking Blue Lives Matter flag with you. You're welcome.
Now, I know I always say Transformers when talking about these people. Do you see the shirt? It literally says Transformers, and I don't see no cartoon characters. I don't see no Optimus Prime. I don't see no Volkswagen Beetle that turned into a hip-hop breakdancing person. I don't see any of that. I see what appears to be a shirt talking about herself, or himself, or they-self.
Nobody has a fucking problem with this. I'm the only fucking one.
Yes, Mr. You are the only one who has a problem with it. Everybody else minding their business. Seeing Timu Ted Cruz right here, chilling. Ain't bothering nobody, not trying to get recorded. He's just minding his good old-fashioned business. You, on the other hand, got the problem. And I think one thing that Americans can really just come together on is the idea of we're tired of these people who don't have it all the way together. They got a few screws loose, a few trees short of a forest, a few crayons short of an entire 64 account box. We're done with them. We're tired of them. This woman says that she has 4 degrees and no job.
Can someone explain to me how I have 4 degrees and still can't get a job? BA in communication, BA in Spanish, BFA in dance, master's degree in freaking journalism. Mind you, I've gotten laid off not once, not twice, but 3 times in the span of 2 years. So if you're feeling behind, just know you're not alone. We're all cooked.
Now look, I congratulate you for being ambitious to get your degrees. You got 4 degrees. Shout out to you for that accomplishment. The question I have for you is, what skills do you actually have? You have a degree in Spanish. All right, what you gonna do with that? What you gonna be? You gonna be an interpreter? Like, what can you do with that degree? You have a degree in dance. What you gonna do with a degree in dance? Are you gonna be able to go on Indeed.com and find a job in dance? Like, what is that really? A communications degree? What's that gonna do? A lot of people got that kind of same degree, and they're all going for the same job you're going for. You don't have degrees that line up with higher ability right away. What can you do with what you've learned outside of a job environment? Like, beyond having to go to a job and get paid 9 to 5, could you do anything from those degrees beyond that? Could you be subcontracted to do anything from what you've learned? Rather than spending a bunch of time and money on an education kind of blindly, you need to be thinking about what you're going to be able to do afterward. She needs to have an actual skill that someone wants to pay her for. With your degrees, what can you do? That'd be my question.
Danielle Grant is starving.
You know, I'm trying to see if I can get some food because we literally don't have anything to eat today or tomorrow. So we're going to try to make ends meet, and we can.
Desperate for food, nowhere to go, Grant and many others got to the Hope Line today just to make an appointment to come back later in the week for food. Resources are slim, leaving 40% of Bronxites without money to feed themselves. Some still in shock.
You heard things before, but it's like, they're not going to let people starve. That's ridiculous, you know, but it's like, no, that's literally like what's happening.
Okay, so to say that this woman is starving, like, it wasn't me that said that. It was the news lady that said that out there in New York. She's not starving, okay? She might be a little hungry, might want some, you know, but she's not starving. She'll be okay. And they got food pantries and there are all kind of stuff around to be able to fill the need. But if you want to point the finger at somebody for how this is going, you got to go straight to the Democratic Party and the federales. Ask them to open the government back up, and then you won't be starving anymore. You'd be just fine, and you could just get back to your normal everyday routine.
This message is for Team Trump and the National Guards. Come to Atlanta. Come to Atlanta next. I know y'all done clean Memphis up. I see so many videos of the Memphis motherfuckers happy. Come to Atlanta. I beg of you. Get these water boys off these streets. Get these white ends out of here. Come on. Send them motherfuckers right down there by the goddamn Mercedes-Benz Dome. Park it right there by the West End Mall. Get them all. Get them.
Yes, I agree with you, sir. 100%. Right by the Mercedes-Benz, the brand new, beautiful stadium they built. Oh, if you're not gone to Atlanta recently, you gotta go. Atlanta, I love it. It's the best. But there are some YNs. Y'all know what that stands for. When you go to Atlanta, what happens is when you are on certain intersections, you got these young teenagers, young black men, trying to sell you water, trying to sell you anything. Do not interact with them. Think of them like bums on the street. Can I get $1? Man, look, I don't know what $1 is. No say. No hablo inglés. Now, sometimes what they'll say, the people in the car, they'll say, I don't have any cash. They say, hey, we take cash out. Give me your phone. Do not give them your phone.
If y'all are in Atlanta, do not give any money to the fucking water boys. They just stole $1,100 from me, sent $1,100 from my cash app to theirs.
Don't give them your phone. Do not talk to them. Keep the windows rolled up and eyes straight ahead.
Well, holy f***, I can't believe it's happening, but black people are now being detained by ICE. Honestly, we all knew that this was the ultimate motherfucking goal of this regime, was to get rid of all the people of color. We are deporting and detaining people who make our lives better for being here. So if you do look like me and you have skin like this, unfortunately, step the f*** in front of our friends right now and do good trouble.
There was so much right there. First of all, I did not ask you, Miss Lady, to be the savior of black people. So no thanks. Black people in America, Black American citizens are not in trouble here. The ones who are here illegally are the ones who are in trouble. Furthermore, when you say that to make your life easier, what, because they do things that you don't want to do? Is that what that is? Do you think that it's good to have slave labor? Would you prefer to go back in the day where you had slavery and it was black folks who were enslaved? Would you be the person that says,
we can't free the slaves because they're not gonna know anything, they're not gonna know what to do. It's gotta be the good white people to help take care of them on the plantation as slaves.
That sounds like what you're saying. And again, this is not 1865, this is 2025. Slavery has been over with for a very long time, and we're not gonna bring it back. No matter how much you and people of your ilk want it to come back, it ain't coming back. Juicy Smouye could not let it go.
I was accused of lying about an attack on myself. Even now, like it's still, you know, it still bugs me. I'm so angry, like I wish I would have left before I did that interview.
Do you feel like you said more things than you wish you had wanted?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I didn't say, oh, I was walking one day and blah, blah, blah. No, I didn't say all of that. I don't know why I just can't do the tasks, and that's it. Like, I'm tired of fighting about something that I didn't do. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm over it. It was very painful, but I don't want to spend the rest of my life angry. I moved on.
I can't tell you moved on. You have not moved on. You still are right there. It's been years, bro. When did that happen anyway? Hold on. That was 2019. January 2019, sir. It's been years. Let it go. You got caught hiring big bodybuilding Nigerians to pretend to be white guys in the polar vortex of Chicago, talking about they poured bleach in your face, they tried to lynch you, and they said it's MAGA country. Sir, we have the evidence that what you said was false. The Osendado brothers, they told on you, my friend. They said that they got hired by you.
It's MAGA country.
We know you did that, sir. But here he is, all these years later, after the comedy specials, after the ridicule, after the shame, he still is not admitting that he did that. We know you did that, and you can't sit there and tell us anything else. Does anyone picky the English in this Walmart in Aurora, Colorado?
Who can help me that actually speaks English? He speak what? You said amigo. He speak Spanish too?
Yes.
No, I need English.
I speak English.
I need English. So you work here. Can you go get me someone that speaks English?
I speak English.
I know that. But go get somebody that speaks English. Vamonos. English. Vamonos. I know it. Look, she work here. I need English. You the third person that don't speak English. I need English. Who speak English? Huh?
It's got to be frustrating when you don't speak none of these languages and you can't really communicate. Some parts of the country you go, they're not going to speak you no English. You're on your own. You want some help, man, you better figure it out. You better go on the app. You better call the 1-800 number, be like, yo, I'm in this Walmart. Can you tell me where the hot dogs and whatnot are? Because Rosalinda or whoever that is right there, she don't know speaking no English.
No lo sé, mi amigo, no lo sé. No English.
That's how they be. And then sometimes they might pick you the English, but then they don't want to do nothing. They don't want to actually help you. They just want to kind of do their own thing. But that's where we are right now, 2025. You go to a Wally World, you go to some of these places, English ain't really no thing. Hey, imagine going to a fast food joint, you pull up and they say something like, "Cuánto dinero?" It's like, excuse me? "Cuánto dinero? El Managerio, where is he at?" Do you pick it in English? How about that? How much monies have been given to illegal aliens in Minnesota in just this year, 2025?
Immigrants in Minnesota in 2025 with Minnesota Care and access to Minnesota Care will be given $7,000 worth of benefits. That's right. Illegal immigrants are given $7,000 per person in the form of Minnesota Care benefits here in Minnesota, paid for by Minnesota taxpayers. And what this cost is to us in fiscal year 2025 alone, that is going to equate to at least $107 million in this fiscal year right now.
$107 million in Minnesota taxpayers' money goes to illegal aliens. Just this year, $100 million. But I thought they were a net positive. It looks like these people are being heavily subsidized by the taxpayer, whether y'all want to or not up there in Minnesota. They say Americans don't want to do these jobs. They say Americans are lazy. But what they're not talking about is that 81% of Somalis in Minnesota are on some kind of government assistance. Now, hey, extend that to everybody. extend the government assistance programs, all these fake jobs they work to get money from the government, extend that to the general citizen and see if it works as far as productivity. See how it works.